Alright, so I'm Jackie. I'm here with Matt today. On Friday, we took a field trip with the office over to the movie theater. We were there with a bunch of retired people and a couple kids that were skipping school, we're pretty sure. And we saw The Social Network, one of the big talked about movies lately. So today we're just going to do our first ever movie review on the BuzzMgr blog and just talk about a few of the key points we noticed from the movie. So first thing we're going to talk about, Matt, is what were your initial impressions of The Social Network?
My first impression as a general movie was much better than I thought it was going to be. I heard great reviews about it, but it was still a lot better than I thought it would be. I guess I wasn't expecting it to flow like it did. It flowed like a kind of almost a documentary and kind of followed the proceedings of his friends and associates trying to sue him. But it was a good movie and kind of got a good bit of insight to how Facebook, how it was started up, and some of the ideas on some of the features that are currently on Facebook and how they came around. But it was overall it was a solid movie.
Right. Yeah. I had a lot of friends who went into it kind of expecting like it to be a drama, something like that, but really it was much more of a documentary. But considering that, I mean, for me it's kind of cool because it made me think back to like high school when I first found out about Facebook and got on there and stuff and kind of explored it, and really helps you kind of realize how far it's come since those early days when it's only people in certain schools could access it and stuff. So next question, what did you think of how Mark Zuckerberg was portrayed in the movie?
That's a good question. At the beginning you kind of think this guy's just a mean person, the way he treats people, but just his personality and being so much smarter than everybody else. But as it kind of went on, I felt kind of bad for the guy, not being able to have any real friends. He's always put Facebook first and put his work, I guess his work ahead of the actual friends. You kind of feel bad for him at the end, kind of still being by himself and having to sue his one and only best friend. So I kind of felt bad for him, for the guy.
Of course, you have to take all that kind of with a grain of salt, just because you don't really know how much of it's true, how much of it they had to spice up for it to be an actual movie. Did he really have those little like short one-line zines with his girlfriend at the very beginning? And really, I mean, really either way, his company is now valued at like $30 billion. So even if he didn't have any friends then, I think he's okay with that. Some people may not think that's the right situation to be in, but he has a lot more money than you do.
And I think he never saw it. He said he's never seen it, and he didn't approve of it. So that's, of course, he's going to say that.
Right.
But he's had some things that people at conferences and stuff. He's had some kind of mean remarks and not caring about privacy. So maybe some of it's true, but like you said, maybe some of it's for Hollywood.
Right. And I mean, Justin Timberlake was in it, so that's not really a question, but he was in it. So that's good.
Yeah.
So finally, what was just a takeaway that you, after seeing the movie, something that I guess you'll remember, not so much a plot line, but maybe a lesson learned or something like that?
I talked about it before, but it's like that intellectual property and like how much need to be addressed a lot, with all the new tech startups is, how much if we have a conversation about a good idea and one of us goes out and makes billions of dollars, it's like how much of that idea that I gave you am I responsible for? So it's kind of interesting it'll be interesting to see if there's more laws put in effect to stop things like this in the future, and I guess I don't know how to limit those ideas of people talking to each other because they might be selfish and only want the money at the end of the day. So it's how those are going to be addressed moving forward is going to be interesting.
So my response to that would be the intellectual property thing. Just kidding. I'm stealing his idea. That's what I'm doing. But my takeaway would be really the whole idea of Facebook. It started out with one goal. That goal being helping to connect friends and sharing their experiences online. And really, for the most part, every decision, at least that they made in the movie, revolved around the goal that they started out with at the beginning, which I think a lot of people, especially with online sites like that, they want to add this fancy new feature just because it's cool. They want to, like his friend wanted to put the advertising in just to make money, but that didn't fit in with their goals at that time. So definitely helped me kind of realize that really whatever you're doing, you need to have those goals right there at the top, and all the decisions you make, if it doesn't fit within those goals, then you don't need to be doing it. So I guess that was kind of the business lesson that I took away from the movie. So overall, if Social Network was on Facebook, would you push like below it?
I would push like, yes.
Okay. I would too. So 2 likes from here at Sports Media Challenge. I think everyone else that saw it liked it. So let us know down in the comments what you thought of the movie and some of your reactions to it.